Hey guys, I wanted to do a review of my Bell Super 3R helmet that I got approximately 4 months ago. And what you're getting with this helmet is basically two helmets for the price of one. It's not a downhill rated helmet, it's just got a standard impact rating, but it is equipped with the MIPS system for multi-directional impact protection. And what that means is that the helmet will actually help to protect against any of the torquing or twisting um, motions from impacts where the helmet itself can move freely, where the internals of the helmet will actually stay in place against your skull. You'll be able to see that later in the video whenever I show you the interiors of the helmet itself. I'm running the Oakley O-Frame MX goggles with this helmet, and as you can see, the aesthetic of the goggle, it basically looks like it was made to fit inside this helmet. The four interior brow vents line up perfectly with the vents on the top of the MX goggle, and that allows airflow to move through freely to defog the lenses and keep your vision clear. So fantastic fit for the helmet itself. Now when it comes down to detaching the chin bar, it's as simple as releasing three latches that are on the side and rear of the helmet. Once you've got those off, the inserts that are inside each of the vent holes, those are able to be pulled away, and then the chin bar simply releases and pops loose. And I was surprised with how sturdy the helmet is with the chin bar in place and how easy it is to get it out. What drew me to the helmet was that I just needed a half shell helmet to replace my previous helmet, and that was when I stumbled onto the Super 3R. And honestly, I can't think of another helmet that I would prefer to have at this point. Whether I'm using it with a full face or just as a half shell, the ventilation on the helmet is top notch. I've actually reached the point where I just leave the chin bar on, ride with goggles and the full face, and the airflow is still fantastic to the point that I haven't had any problems with wearing the full face. The padding on the chin bar itself can be expanded on, so you can make it as wide or as thin as you like to match whatever spacing you need for your cheeks. As I talked about the internals, there's the MIPS system and the four brow vents that are located at the front of the helmet. You can also see the demonstration of the MIPS slip plane on the interior of the helmet here, which reduces the amount of energy transfer to the head on certain impacts. Also at the rear, you can see the adjustable ratcheting dial, which allows you to create a custom fit by tightening and loosening it. And I'm going to take a second to reattach the chin bar back to the half shell, and it's just a reverse of the process that you saw earlier. You're just going to take the half shell, you'll place it inside the chin bar, inserting the inserts into the vents on the side of the helmet. Once those are in place, then you're going to take the two hooks which are attached to the latches on the side of the helmet, and those are going to wrap around into the slits on the side of the half shell. And they're just going to grab in, and as they lock down, it snugs up the fit to the side of the helmet. Then you just go to the back, you lock everything in with the rear latch, and then you have your secure chin bar. Also, just to mention, on the top of the helmet you have 23 air vents, which adds to the flow of air. The chin bar has 6 additional, not to mention the 4 brow vents that I talked about earlier. The strap, the chin strap, is a 2-strap system with one single latch. It allows you to adjust forward and backward where you want your chin strap to sit, so it gives you a much more custom fit, so it's not rubbing against your neck. As you can see, the helmet itself, it sits very flush, it looks good. However, when you do take off the chin bar, I feel like the helmet gives me a bit of a mushroom look. It just kind of sits on top of the head. Now, if you're anything like me, color matters. Nobody wants to have, a bike that isn't color coordinated, but shopping on the internet makes it difficult sometimes. So I was trying to match the neon yellow that you can see on my bike in the background, and I kind of missed that because this helmet is matte smoke and pear, and in pictures it looked like a neon yellow. It's a little bit more on the green side. So as you can see in the crayons, it's going to fall into more of a green-yellow. If you have a Crayola box close by, you can look at those colors. Now once you have the Chinbar off, if you're riding with just the half shell, I've found that the Chinbar itself actually straps in very nicely to my Camelback Mule. You can put the side straps through the vent holes, and you just strap those down, and it pretty much locks it into place. So it makes for a very easy way to carry the Chinbar when it's not in use. But overall, this helmet is fantastic. I can't imagine any other helmet except for maybe a dedicated downhill helmet that I'll want to purchase in the near future. Feel free to like and subscribe if this video was helpful, and I'll try and keep these videos coming.